Will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The offense set for a first down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Give to the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Leaves it with the back. And the Bobcats pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Donaldson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught behind the line. It's Donaldson. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense working from the pistol. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, going to the air. Steps away. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. The Bobcats in the hurry up. Gonna run it. It's Donald. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On first down from the 13-yard line. He wants to throw. Now improvising. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, Dick, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. To the ground. He's got it again. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This off.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He's got the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And I love what the quarterback did with his eyes there. Third down, you're throwing the hitch against zone. You've got to freeze defenders because they're all watching you. If you eyeball that throw, someone could pick that off and take it to the house. So great job with his eye discipline.
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. He'll take a deep shot here. Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick pass on the jet motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. And the Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Second down coming up. These corners backing off a bit. To the air. It's Raiola. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down.
It's so important to know where you are on the field. Great job, great hands, great awareness. Make sure you get that grab, possess the ball, and get that foot in bounds.
He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive. Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Kiner. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Offense getting set for first down. Corners are going to bail. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Coming out aggressively. He's got it down the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Going with the ground game left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Right back to it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. And the Bobcats headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away. He's looking on the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Finds his tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going for it all. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And it's right down the boulevard. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Kiner. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
Fast motion from the offense. Still looking on the move. Lets it fly. And that pass is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Donaldson. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barkley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Pocket starts to collapse. Using his feet to buy time. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Dances away from the heat. Throwing right. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. On the move at the 30. Oh, they knock it free. The defense scoops it up and they're bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do.
Makes the catch down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Reed. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the red zone, looking for a man. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Got enough space. The ball squirts free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully, get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's out past the 35. The expressway is wide open. And that was a huge one that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. First down to start the drive after the break. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebel! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Smashes ahead. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Turns it loose. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know.
And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
You know, you hear a lot about pre-game jitters and nerves. I'm not sure if a quarterback really felt fully convinced that's where that ball should have gone, David, because that just looked shaky from the get-go.
Yeah, and I think your goal as an offensive coordinator, so many offensive coordinators across the country, what do they tell us?
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Pass to 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be brought down. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Back to throw, it's Reed. Makes the grab over the middle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hankerson. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be...
Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Using his legs to buy some time. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he cruises his way to the house. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this up...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Fires and picked off. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Catch in the middle. It's Willis.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quickly complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought,